You did it. I'm proud of you. You showed up for step number 2.
Welcome back. So today we're doing step 2 of our Savanna Sunset. Right now, you are here. And today we're going to go here. So we're going to be adding a haze to the background, adding a little bit of shinies in our leaves and some tones on our tree to really, really make it pop.
Now, if you're really awesome and
You're going to go all the way to here where we're adding oils, making our tree all the details, and then adding a little tiny giraffe.
making a pop, I want to add an elephant.
Okay.
Okay.
But today,
You are here. To get to this point by the end of your session here, let's quickly go through all the steps so you know where you're going. The first step is your reference. The reference is very, very important to reference as you go through this. That's what you want it to look like at the end. Now, the first step is we're going to put a glaze over the whole thing and kind of a wash to make it look a little bit more like a sunset.
And then after that, we're going to be adding tones to our trees. The tones are going to be the lights and darks of the tree to make the shape of it stand out more than a silhouette.
And it's going to make it glowing. And you're really going to emphasize this by putting a little bit of the light on the bottom of the trees. Now you'll have that painting. There's not a whole lot of steps. This is a fun day where you get to be creative and play with your paint and just have fun. Let's start with your palette. Your palette probably has different stains on it. That's totally fine. We're kind of cool. We put the lid on the paint saver, so we just get to use the wet paint. It's kind of nice. But our color palette today is still the Big Sky. We're going to need to mix up some cadmium red, the raw umber. We're going to mix those together for the haze. We're going to need a lot of yellows. I don't think we're going to need blues today.
I don't think we need any blues. We're going to be building off of the blacks that we did in step 1. And so that's going to be our darkest colors, and then we're just going to build medium and lights today.
I want you to learn about brush techniques, tones, and details. So that's where our main focus is. I want you to learn how to use the brush to create the details you want. So I'm getting some white. I'm getting what colors?
We need
red.
Make sure we have enough red, and then we need umber.
How much red do I have? Maybe just a little bit more. And then umber. You already have your red.
Yeah, I have enough red from last time.
Okay. So if you notice here, Megan has made a burnt sienna. She's combined the cadmium red, a little bit of umber, and made this nice, beautiful
Dark red.
dark red. So go ahead and show them how to water it down to make the glaze or the haze or the wash, whatever you want to talk about.
Okay. So to make a glaze in acrylics, it just means really watery paint. We're basically using it more like a tint, if you want to think about it that way. We're just doing something real thin on top of our colors using the colors that are underneath. So you're going to baptize your brush, dunk it in there, get a lot of water. We're using our big brush.
You might have to shake it off. Like she just said, and go boom, boom.
I did just boom, boom.
That would have been too much water.
And then just pull your brush through carefully. Make sure we're getting it nice and thinned out. Don't get any paint in the scalp. And just drag it through.
I think you have a little bit of blue in there.
I think I have a little bit of blue in there.
Because mine's not as beautiful.
I might have gotten
there
some blue.
Go. But a little bit of blue. Just a kiss. Okay. So we have watery brush. Boom. Shake, shake, shake. Pull it through. It should feel like...
Should be pretty soupy.
soupy, kind of like an orange juice consistency.
Orange juice?
Yeah, orange juice.
Purple orange juice?
Yes. And then you're going to test it out. Tiptoe, right?
Yep, tiptoe.
Yep, tiptoe it out. Camera 2. And we're going to do a nice haze just at the top. I'm going to pick up a little bit more red on my brush because it's a little bit not the color I want. And you're not going to worry about going around the tree. We're just going to go around all of this. Now I got a little bit of a glob there. Ah, don't worry. Spray it. You don't want it to run, right? So don't like spray it if that happens. You can also take it off if you don't like where it's going. And we're just going to get a nice haze around the top and kind of in a half moon thing. Very fast. Okay. Like this. Now, oh, look at that. What did I do? Ah, oh no, spray it. Pull it off. That was quick. That was fun. I like that. So if you look at card 3, or this is the second step, tone the trees. We're going to use your angle brush at this point, and we're going to create a little bit of a light tone that goes towards the tree. You're going to take some burnt umber, titanium white, and a little bit of yellow. So let's look back at the palette. I need to make a little glowy, kind of a dull color. So yes, I need some more yellow. You already have yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to need to mix up some more. A little bit of light. And I kind of want a dull mustard yellow, or in the art world to be a yellow ochre. So now you've just learned something cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's yellow ochre.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
What happened? It has black in there.
Yeah. So you guys didn't know, if you mix black and yellow, you get green.
There you go. I kind of like that. Okay, angle brush. Load it up like this. I want some water in there to make it flowing. On the side of the tree that the sun's coming from, I'm going to create this glow. It's going to be on the bottom of this branch. And I can take the paint off my brush and just soften it in, kind of move that paint around. And I'm just going to take the paint off with my rag. Don't necessarily wash out my brush. And I'm just going to create this glow. It's going to be on the bottom of this branch. This beautiful glow. I've added a little bit of brown with that yellow, and I've made that tree have form and just pulled my brush through. If you're having a hard time with this, go ahead and ask your muse. We're going to jump in to the glow of the cards.
The glow of the leaves?
Yeah, the glow of the leaves. So if you look at this card, if you notice, I'm stippling my brush. Look at those bristles. They're like being pushed down. And again, you don't want to just go, you want to go twist, 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 twist.
Do the twist?
Do the twist. Very, very technical terms with these leaves. So if you look again at this beautiful tree here, I'm going to put the leaves at the bottom of this, the leaf groups.
The leaf bunches?
The bunches of leaves, and just tap. the most important thing you can do here, don't make it consistent. Like, look at my brush. I hold it different ways. And then notice what you're doing. Sometimes I'll tell somebody to do this when they're so focused on this, they're not even looking at their painting. It's adorable. There we go. Like this. And I'm going to pop this branch forward by going around it and have these groups of leaves behind it. Do you see? Look like a magic.
Ooh.
And this one is going to be on top of these ones. It's important at this point because it's so splotchy to step back. See how it is. You're going to want to like squish your brushes up, dab them. There we go. And you have a tree that's glowing. If you're like, ooh, too much glowy, get some brown.
Cover it up.
You know, but don't even wash out your brush. Just like squidge it in. And sometimes you push hard, sometimes you push soft. Look, I pushed hard and the yellow underneath got poked through. I kind of like that. And this is a very simple step. You can work on your foreground, adding some texture if you want. You have to remember, even in grass, there's some long strokes in here. Like this, before you put anything in there. This step is pretty fast, easy, and fun. I'm going to step back. I'm going to analyze it and make adjustments as I need them. Let's do it. You are done. Let's share our successes. Megan, I really like how these are, that it looks like a savanna tree because it's very flat down here, like they grow, and how it just glows. I love that. What's your success?
I like my trunk.
The trunk is really good.
I think it turned out well. I really like the movement you created with your brush strokes. You got all the like the ziggy zags and the boop de boops and all of that makes your tree look like it's moving. And I really like the texture on that. What was your success?
I think my success was just having fun and not taking it too serious. Again, if you want to play with some oils, try your hand at a little creature down here. Come back for step 3 and paint with us. It'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
We'll see you. Bye-bye.